I'm fairly new to the FJ60 and we're tackling roof rust. I've probably kind of almost done this to death on my Instagram page, but there's more to know. If you're about to tackle some roof rust in your FJ60, you need to have a look at this. So, because it does take a while to get your head around this. I noticed there's a lot of people that are trying to tackle their rust by just cutting the outer skin of the roof out to replace just the outer rust. They're tiptoeing around trying not to, remove the gutter. I've tried it both ways, and for me, the way that I'm about to explain how I do this is I feel the best way to tackle it. So we've seen in some of the stills, but I'm going to show it again, that we've got essentially three sections. This section here is part of what I call the rear quarter panel. So that's the rear guard or the rear quarter panel of the vehicle, all one piece, all one pressing. And that comes all the way up to here. Okay, it's all one piece. Then we've got the gutter itself, okay, which is this section here, up to about there, which is spot welded. You can see, I've cut that out a bit, but it's spot welded to the rear quarter panel, okay, and you can see where the spot welds have rusted through here before, okay. And then you have your outer, which is this piece here. So they're the three pieces. So this is the inner piece that we have, manufactured. I'm making these 600 millimeters long just because they're easy to work with, and also because what we've got to be mindful of is that this section width here, or this height, changes. As we get closer to the front, that gets lower, and as we get closer to the back, it gets a fraction lower. It's at its widest point around here. So you just got to be mindful of that. If we do them in 600 mil sections, we can kind of massage them a bit to make them fit. So in time, I'll make a complete section that does the full side, but that's going to be difficult to transport overseas as well. At the moment, the way that we're doing it, they should be fairly easy to post and modify. And although they're not perfect, they're going to be a lot easier than starting with a flat piece of mild steel. So there's our repair section for the rear quarter panel. Obviously that'll be cut out, and this will go down flush and form this new section. This is our rolled outer roof skin, okay. So you can see that fits in there, and that fits down in the gutter like the factory piece does. And the center section of all that is this guy here. Okay, so that's a small section of the profile of the actual outer gutter. If I can get that to kind of sit in situ like that, okay. A little bit hard to explain, but I'll put all three pieces together on the desk to show you how they go. Okay, so here's a pretty good representation. I've got these three sample, sections. I've got the gutter, I've just got sellotaped to the section of our upper rear quarter panel, which is the inner. So that's the innermost part that you're going to weld in first when you do your rust repair. Then this is going to be spot welded as it is from the factory through here to the base metal. And then we have our third section, which is essentially the part that's visible from the outside of the car that's always rusted through, which is the roof section. You can see the curve up the top end here, which goes into the roof of the car. And that also is, from the factory, is spot welded along in the gutter here. Okay, so they're your three pieces. So that should give you a better idea of how it all goes together. So what we're doing is these 600 mil rust repair sections that we can ship easily in a post tube with no damage. So if you hop on our Instagram page, FJ_rust. Give us a message on Instagram and we can send you some prices on the 3 rolled rust repair sections and post to your area, whether you're in Australia or overseas, to help you tackle your FJ60 roof rust.